What's up, y'all? It's 313J Mo. I made a video about number 9, you know, and then he goes out and balls out once again without an O-line. And uh, run game was better today. It was better. It was much better in the first half. In the second half, the Bears tightened up a bit. Tion Green, I don't like how the offense basically benched him for no reason. I mean, he was running well. Then he gets benched for Riddick, and then that benching causes Theo to fumble. Yeah. And he went 10 for 35. But that's only 3.5 yards, but two of those runs were only like 1 or 2 yards, and that was already in garbage time. So, of course, you can't take runs away and this and that, but really, he really ran about 4 yards per carry. Theo was 8 for 49. Amir had that one run. As we've all seen, Amir's been benched. Hey, man, when you don't perform, that's what's going to happen to you. We ran well today, though. I'm proud of them, and I'm really proud of them for shutting down Jordan Howard 10 for 37. We did the same thing to Le'Veon Bell at home, and I told y'all he wasn't going to run as well here because he didn't do it last year. I didn't think we would shut him down completely like this, though. And I did say the key to winning this game was protecting Stafford over the run. Like, that was one. Stopping the run was number 2. And if you look at the first half, which really is where we dominated the game, Stafford was protected. And the second half, he wasn't protected. We had Graham Glasgow was our only starter, and he got sacked, 3 times in the second half, and we can only put up 7 points on the board. That last drive, we was in field goal range, and then he got sacked twice. I'm like, that's what happens when you don't protect Stafford. But the game was like, that caused the game to be closer, but we all know this. People who know football know you stop Jordan Howard, you defeat the Bears because he's their engine. And we stopped him, and we did protect Stafford in the first half, which allowed us to pull away. To me, this was even though the Bears they're not a good team, it doesn't. But people were like, "Hey, Mundo, shout out to you, bro. I told you we was gonna beat their ass, bro. And the Lions don't lose to bad teams, man. But I can't. I mean, they still show some flashes of being liony. That's not even a word. So I understand your concern, bro. I'm not going to even say I don't. I do, because they still show some flashes, and I'm going to get into that. But, like I was saying, this is the most complete game the Lions have played all season. I know you might want to look to the Packers game. You might want to look even to the Minnesota game. You might want to look to the Giants game. The Giants game, we were great in the first half, but in the second half, all we had was a Jamal Agnew, punt return. And we were just playing ball control. And we were running the ball. We ran the ball really well in that one. Against Green Bay, and we were going against Brett Hundley. I mean, it's still a win. And we did dominate them really bad. But I feel like this was a better performance because, first of all, Trubisky is better than Brett Hundley. And, hey, Lions fans, y'all know either next year or in a couple of years, Trubisky's going to be he's going to be great. So let's just hope he ain't learned his lesson that Slay tried to teach him when he was up at the podium after the game. Let's just hope he keep throwing towards Slay. Let's hope he ain't learned his lesson. But he's better. And also, Green Bay didn't have a Jordan Howard and a Tariq Cohen. Let's be honest. And we shut them down. Just dominant. I never expected our defense to come out and play like this. Our defense really showed up. They really shut down the run. They got a couple sacks, 3 picks, 1 from Diggs, a sack and a pick from Diggs, 2 picks from Slay, which is great. But I didn't like on that last drive, Terrell Austin, bro. These are the questionable decisions that I be talking about, and I want people to go. And, man, my voice, I'll get hyped every game, so my voice always don't be on point. But why was Jerry Davis on the sideline? I know Tabor was in, and I know you might want to give him playing time, but why is Jerry Davis on the sideline? And then you got Whitehead in. Let me get on Whitehead. The worst linebacker I've ever seen in my entire life is Tahir Whitehead. And any linebackers I've seen that are worse than them, I've forgotten them. Things, here's a life lesson. Things you don't remember usually aren't important to you. And I don't remember them trash niggas because they weren't important. But Tahir Whitehead, he did it again, y'all. He did it again. First Bears game, He was running straight towards Trubisky, and he turned around and ran the other way. This game, he was right in front of Trubisky, was going towards him, and literally turned around, ran the opposite way, and Trubisky ran through that hole and almost got the first down. This nigga is so fucking trash. I don't even want to talk about him. He's so trash. He's so trash that I don't even want to rant on this dude because he's not worth my time. He's not worth my energy. Amazing 3rd and 18 throw by Stafford with that scrambling ability, but even a better catch by Marv. Marvin Jones did train with Randy Moss in the offseason, and it is showing, man. Marv has been in his bag. Like I'm telling y'all, like we like to go on Ebron, but we can't go in on him no more. Now we want to go in on him for being trash his whole career. We can do that. But as now, Ebron slander at least needs to stop until he shows regular Ebron again. Because ever since he was on the trade block and his son was born, he's been balling every single game. When I say balling, I don't mean playing like he played in the Tampa Bay game, but I just mean doing his job, catching routes, being clutch on some third downs. I mean, this game he caught a touchdown pass. The pass was a little high because Stafford didn't want to throw a pick, and he made the catch. And it was basically the same play that Stafford missed earlier, but this time it was way much in Ebron's vicinity, and you know that's a catchable ball. And Galladay, let's talk about Galladay. He didn't do that much this game. Had some few key catches. Had that one run. He fast as shit. Y'all saw when he caught that and he was just gone. But the thing about Galladay is that pass that Matthew Stafford was basically just throwing it away, and he threw in Galladay direction. Galladay just went up and grabbed it. Like that was some Megatron shit. We said all he need to be is half a Megatron, and we're gonna be set. And I think Galladay in the future, this dude is gonna be a beast. And I know people have mixed reviews on Golden Tate. But just for this team, I think, unless we get like a Deshaun Jackson or something, we might want to extend him. Because I just think he fits with this team. But he's the third receiver behind Galladay and not Marvin Jones. TJ Jones got hurt, so I hope he's all right. I think Stafford, 25 or 33 for 237 yards. His third straight game thrown over 75% is the NFL record. The only quarterback to do more was Tom Brady with 4 straight games over 75%. So if he goes his next game, he will tie with Tom Brady for 4 straight games thrown over 75%. That's fucking ridiculous. And I like how that Stafford video was perfect timing. You saw today, no O-line, had run game help in the first half, and then Tion Green had a 6-yard run, a 4-yard run. You know, he had some productive runs in the second half, but didn't really have much of a run game to depend on. I feel like when we needed to. And he still carried us. Receiver showed up. O-line, I mean, Taylor Decker was great today. They wasn't there. I'm surprised Stafford didn't get sacked more. I'm surprised in the first half we wasn't going through more pressure. But, you know, when you run the ball, it helps. But you see, we ran the ball. And the Bears, they aren't a good team, but they've beaten some great teams. They've beaten Carolina. They've beaten the Steelers. They've beaten the Panthers. They've beaten the Ravens. I said the Panthers and Carolina, but they beaten them. Slay, big play Slay came through with the clutch game winner interception, another interception. I'm loving Quandre Diggs, a safety. He's the beast at safety. Carebears, cry, bitch, cry. Y'all thought y'all was gonna win. Fuck all y'all niggas. Judah Tribe, you trash, bro. In your life, I want to see your suicide note. Your team fucking garbage. 9-1 over the last 5 years. Been beating that ass. So, Lions, very dominant. And I say our most dominant performance. It was a complete game besides Sam Martin, bum ass being Sam Martin. I'll never forget. Hey, we lost that playoff game and people like Stafford don't win. But, dog, come on, bro. How you going to do a 10-yard punt in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left? Put Dallas on the 50. And that's how they won the game. All the mistakes that happened in the game. You put them on the 50. Sam Martin with that 10-yard punt, he did that shit again today, man. But great to see Agnew back. But it looks like the knee has affected him in a bit. I noticed the knee affected him when he slipped on that run. That was supposed to be a first down. I feel like 100% healthy Agnew wouldn't have slipped. But he's still back. He's still great. He's still doing his thing, man. I'm just glad we shut down the run game. And, last thing. If Minnesota loses out, which I mean they playing Cincinnati next week, so it's probably not what happened. But if they lose out and we win out, we win the division. I mean, I don't think they'll lose, but if Case Keenum turns into the Case Keenum we know, and that defense crumbles a bit, but that's a pipe dream. The playoffs are still a possibility, but we need some help with that. Aaron Rodgers is back, and it's kind of like, do we want Aaron Rodgers to help us? Like, do we want him to beat Carolina and Minnesota and then have to face him for the title and hope that we pull through? Or do we want them to fall off a cliff and hope Seattle loses and Atlanta loses? So it's all, it's like pick your poison. But I like the complete game from the Lions today. 3-1-3 J-Mo, man. I'm out of here, man. We got Cincy next week. I think that game is going to be tougher than this one, depending on if Cincy quit or not. Because it seemed like they quit on the Bears. It's going to be tough, but I think we'll pull it out. All right. Shout out to DVE, man. I'm out of here.